Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Yeehaw Lads podcast, episode number 67. This week, we got a couple of big topics. We're talking about Andy's F-150 project, and more importantly, Nick's big wedding from over the weekend.
Yeah. Finally got married.
Only took, 20
13 years? But yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go through a couple of pictures, tell a little bit of stories about that. That was a good time, and we'll just kick it off from there, I suppose, honestly.
Yeah. We had it at a nice little park in Oglesby.
Mm-hmm.
We got really fucking lucky with the weather that day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
it was
very
gorgeous
nice.
out.
Yeah.
It's like every wedding you ever go to, it's the hottest day or it's freezing. There's
Yeah.
nothing
Or
in
it's
between.
raining and bullshit. And
Like
yeah.
my sister's wedding was 95 degrees. It was a short ceremony outside, but we're all in suits outside, and it immediately we're like,
Yeah.
this is awful. Let's make it quick.
Yeah.
Or you're in an old church and the AC doesn't even keep up because it's
Oh,
still
God.
90 degrees outside. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, this sucks.
If there's even AC, the stained glass just melting your face. Just like,
Yeah.
it's hot. Everyone's fanning themselves immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Casual dress code at an outside park on a great day. Amazing.
The ceremony itself was only, Corey recorded the whole thing on my phone. It was like 8 minutes and some seconds.
It was like short and perfect.
Yes.
It was. It was
Yeah.
very nice.
See,
Yeah.
Very
I was-
good vows, though. I will
Thank
give
Thank
you
you.
that.
Thank you. I wrote those the day before.
Hey,
But that's how you know
but it's from the heart. That's all that matters.
If you weren't procrastinating, then it wouldn't really be you, would it?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like Kaitlyn wrote down hers like a week or so ago because she probably like rehearsed it.
She
'Cause
just-
she
yeah,
like
Chat
she
GPT.
very much so had it all together. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, she did hers way before I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Friday night, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
what time do I need to be there? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's 1. I'm like, let me check my invite.
Yeah.
And I go to where I thought it wasn't there. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, maybe it's over here. Oh, fuck, no. I'm like looking for probably 15 minutes, and I'm just like, I don't know where the invite is. Oh, no. I'm like, I don't want to ask them the night of, be like,
Oh, God.
hey, what time is it
Hey,
again?
what time? Where?
Lost
You
the
wouldn't
whole-
have been the only one.
No, I'm sure, but I'm just like, I know it's here because I didn't throw it away. I'm not that dumb.
No.
I put it in the same place I put like the title for my car. I'm just like, this is it's safe. I didn't lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm like, okay. I'm like, 1 o'clock. We're good. Fucking gave up on that. Finally got to go to bed. But no, it was honestly an amazing day out.
We walked back to that fucking Gojira song. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was your one bit.
It sucked because everybody was clapping and no
I
one could
know.
really hear it. I was
Marcus
like,
didn't have it loud
damn
enough.
it.
yeah, we were
Yeah.
like, we didn't want it to be too loud because I was kind of next to him because he doesn't use Spotify much.
Oh,
So I'm like,
yeah.
we're like getting ready to
Spotify is usually quiet.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
usually is typically pretty quiet.
We're getting ready to do like the walk up, and I'm like, make sure shuffle's off for the love of God.
Yes, please. Yeah.
He's like, can I just click the song? I'm like, yes, do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, because then he enabled shuffle on like the actual playlist.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, he only uses like YouTube Music or whatever.
Yeah.
Google Play Music, whatever they have
Weirdo.
these days.
Whatever.
So he's
Yeah.
like, do you know how to use this? I'm like, yes. It's as easy as it looks. but
Yes, really.
I'm like, please don't screw this up.
Yeah, no, that's why I made a separate playlist to make
was-
it as easy as
It was literally a
possible.
50-50 chance.
Yeah.
And it worked out good.
Yes.
But yeah, it would have been nice if it was a little bit louder. We came in a little bit earlier, but still.
Yeah.
It's a wedding. If it went perfectly, then there's no fun.
We still did it. We had people notice it still. So
Yeah.
that's
It
fine.
was at least where we were, because we were up in the front. It was super.
We also let it
noticeable.
play like a while after. I'm like, the ambiance.
Oh yeah,
love
no,
it.
yeah. Let it play afterwards. Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah, no, it was.
Hell yeah.
It definitely added a vibe.
Oh, yeah,
And it's
for
not-
sure.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes. Had good food from Brennan's.
Oh, the food was great.
fuck.
So the food was spaghetti, chicken strips, 3 different types of sliders.
Yeah.
It was like hamburger slider,
Roast beef.
ham and roast beef, or Italian beef, or one.
Italian beef.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of the two.
They're both beef.
I
That's
didn't eat.
roasted.
That was like the only thing I didn't have was that one slider.
I
Other than
was
that,
so
like, yeah, I'm good.
upset that there was actually none left over. Like, I'm glad people
yeah.
liked them, but I was really looking forward to like getting
Bro,
home.
we got
for a-
fucking we got 10 bags of spaghetti. We're good.
Yeah, oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm thankful we got spaghetti, but man, I only got to have 2 sliders.
That's the one. I didn't eat any spaghetti because I'm like, these sliders look good. I just grabbed
Oh,
like
yeah.
4 of them or something.
Those pickle roll-ups, those were
They're-
were okay. They were more for Kaitlyn.
The
I
Midwest.
just took the pickles out.
Those are
Yeah.
called Midwest sushi, where you
Yeah.
roll like pickle
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
cream
it was like
cheese and
ham,
stuff.
cheese, cream, and fucking pickles.
They're so good.
I just
Like
took the pickle out.
those
I'm like, oh, it's
pinwheels that Walmart sells,
yeah.
phenomenal.
Oh,
It was kind of a little bit like that, just more
Mm.
pickles and veggies.
I'm a
Yeah.
big pickle guy, so I can't
Yeah.
complain.
Yeah.
Andy's like, oh, can you take the pickle out?
I just gave him to Chloe. I'm like, here you go.
Hey.
Have fun.
Well, someone enjoyed
on
them.
the stick. She's like, what
Well,
the
yeah,
fuck
I,
is it? 'Cause
I
she
took
didn't-
the fuck, yeah, because she didn't know that they were like the
On a stick.
skewered. So I was like, I pulled the stick out, stabbed the pickle. I'm like, here you go. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
well, that's just how
I was gonna eat it. And
Yeah.
I don't need the stick.
That's just how it works.
Yeah, here you go.
Had some pretty good desserts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those cake pops were unbelievable.
Yeah,
Oh,
cake
good.
I'm
pops
not a
are
big
good.
cake pop guy,
Yeah.
but wow.
The
They were-
person that makes them is like pretty much your neighbor. I dropped those off before I came here.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, there was. What did you guys have? You didn't have a wedding cake. You had a cheesecake.
Yeah, her and I just had cheesecake and we didn't even eat it at the wedding.
I was waiting for someone to like
We-
cut into it. I'm like,
we
I didn't
both
even. Now that you say that, I realized that never happened. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah,
I figured they
we
just
were at
did
a
it.
whole wedding. We didn't do
Yeah.
that. All right.
I figured they did it when we were just like doing something else. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, because the person that made the cake was separate from the other sweets. She's the one that's going to be opening up a bakery in LaSalle, like
Gotcha.
pretty soon.
Sweet.
She's never done a wedding cake before.
Okay.
And we were just looking at, and she was like making her own posts of like showing what she's going to be selling there. And we saw that exact cheesecake on her Facebook page, and we just said, "What if we just have her make that?"
And both of you are like,
That'll probably be less stressful for her too.
Yeah.
and it looks fucking good.
because you want to support your friend who has a bakery. And you're like,
Yes.
hey, make me something you've never made before, and if you ruin it, you're gonna ruin my wedding day.
Yeah,
It's just like I don't wanna.
yeah. And so we messaged her and just said, "Hey, you didn't start like getting stuff or anything, did you?" And she's like, "No, I'm sorry, I've been really procrastinating." And we're like, "No,
That's
good. We
amazing.
want this instead now."
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll whip that up like the day before."
She's like, that's amazing. Way
Yeah.
better. Did you have some eventually though?
Yes. When the moment we got home, we cut into it and had it, and we got
It looked.
3 more slices left.
What flavor is it? Is it just like white? Whatever.
Yeah, it's just kind of like white.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like-
and
'cause
it had like some cake pop balls on it too.
Okay, because kind of like
Those
a-
were chocolate though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Sugar Demon is what the place is going to be called.
That's a cool name. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been ordering shit from her for like 3 to 4 years now.
And it's probably all been good.
Oh, it's all been good. No,
Yeah.
nothing bad at all.
So did the other bakery make all the other desserts on the table then?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So what she did was just our cheesecake.
Okay.
And then the girl down there, she made everything else.
Because there was
Gotcha.
the cake pops. There was like a little s'mores circle.
Yeah,
cracker
yeah. Those
thing.
were a hit.
They
I
went quick.
didn't like it.
No?
It was a
was-
weird concentration of chocolate. Like
Okay.
I don't know.
That's kind of what I was gonna say too. I'm like, they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it was a good idea, especially it's
Yeah.
like a little shoot. It's about the same
Yeah,
size.
it was almost
as
like
the
a
cake pop.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
It's
nice
a
little
one-
bite-sized thing.
A
Yeah,
one bite snack. Yeah.
But yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of marshmallow, and the chocolate was kind of a weird taste.
That's
but
fair.
I heard everybody else like them. I'm like, okay, I'm just weird. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that fuck me, I guess.
More
She did make-
unexpected.
She made like those cheesecake bites too. They look like little cupcakes.
Oh,
in a
yeah,
sense.
they're
Yeah, those
little-
are from her.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
like small cups with like layers of cheesecake stuff in
Yeah.
them.
I should have brought them here because we actually still have like a whole takeout.
I figured those are almost gone.
All right, next
No.
week.
Yeah, next week bring
If
like
they're still
Well,
soft,
fair.
I mean,
Oh,
we're driving to
I'll
Nick's.
bring them tomorrow.
We're driving to Nick's house.
Oh yeah, bring them for Allie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Bring them for Rally.
Oh yeah, bring them for Rally.
Oh, and Rally. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
fuck yeah, yeah. Just bring them for Rally. That'd be sick.
Speaking of Rally, Nick's going to be coming to Rally because one of his wedding presents was.
So we rented a lens for a camera for a photographer, and at the end we decided to just keep it
Hell yeah.
because we rented it 3 other times before this, the
Sure.
same exact lens.
And you
Fair,
like
yeah.
it, you know about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and because then I got a nice email from the lens rental company saying like, "Hey, if you liked your rental, you can get it heavily discounted if
Because
you
you've
want."
already paid for half of it at
Yeah,
this point.
And it's shipped to you
not
already.
even half.
Is the rental pretty affordable? I figured it'd be kind of expensive.
Yeah, it was $87.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but I mean, you get
It's-
insurance.
It sounds like a lot until you know what lenses cost.
Yeah,
And then
Well,
you're
lenses are more than cameras.
So to compare
yes.
it, before that $87, from them the lens was $850.
Yeah.
Which still expensive.
it sounds like a lot.
Now that same exact lens on Amazon, Micro Center, and B&H, $1,200.
Ooh.
So I saved $400 just renting it, seeing that I actually we both
Yeah,
liked it,
You
and
get to
kept it.
You get to like rent a set or this shit. Be like, I used it. I like it. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
We did that with another lens of hers. She uses it more for like portrait shots or her product photography.
Do you know
We
what-
did it from them too. It's just a simple 35 millimeter.
Yeah, like
It doesn't even zoom. It's just fixed.
A 30 or 35 is like the most common
Yeah.
like starter lens. That or like a 105 like
Yes.
big zoom.
From Amazon, that lens $300. From Lens Rentals, for the keep it price, $120.
I need to go to this place just to buy
It-
lenses.
yeah.
What the
Like
fuck?
just try them out. Like it's so worth it.
Because my lenses, I think it's a like 25 to 50.
Okay.
or 28 to 50. Like it doesn't zoom
50.
out or doesn't zoom very far.
Super close to the one that we just bought.
It's
Ours is 2470.
okay. So you've got a little bit. It's probably mine's very compact too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yours-
Yours looks like the old one that we are going to be replacing it with, which was a 18 to 50.
So it's almost
55.
like it's almost wide angle or just a little bit wide
and
angle.
We decided to just replace it because if we're going to take a wide angle picture, we're going to use our phone.
anymore. The phone cameras are so good anymore. It's a shame. It's a shame they're so nice because I feel like I don't need to use that camera.
Yeah,
But then you get to
Until we get into rally and it's getting
Yes.
every single
Then it's-
clump of dirt from
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
100 yards away. It's like, okay, fair.
Shutter speed's
really
crazy.
Yeah, shutter speed, the lens too, because like I even watched like modern reviews of the lens that came with our camera.
Yeah.
Besides the zoom one, our zoom one still is impressive. It'll be better than any phone
Oh, yeah.
within probably 5-10 years.
Yeah, it's like phones are impressive for what they are.
But the standard 18 to 55, every review I saw said like a modern smartphone is going to take better pictures than this lens now.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're going to get rid of this lens now.
You're like, well, there's no point in keeping it if
yeah.
I can.
No.
And they're all quick attach lenses. So as long as you
Oh,
buy
that- yeah.
the right one, you can put
Yeah.
a 400 millimeter on there
Yes.
if you wanted to spend that much. you know?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to, but I saw the price and went, "Eh." And then it's like, I'm only going to use it if I go to Star Rock and be like, oh shit, a bird.
Yo, bird. as you're trying to like quick scope with your foot long lens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when your lens gets a handle on it too.
Yeah, it has a handle and it has something to attach on top of the camera, so it's like stable. It was a 200 to 600, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, it was a fucking big boy. But
Let's just see if I can pop up like the.
even from lens,
Yeah.
it looked just like that.
Let me pop up like. This is
Okay, that's actually a good price.
I say this isn't like a super main brand, but
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no,
800
that's the brand.
Oh, it's because it's on sale for $600 off.
Oh,
it was
okay.
$1,400.
That's the brand of lens that we bought, actually,
You want me
Tamron.
to just add to cart right now for you? Just right now. Just.
Yeah,
Tamron.
another wedding present.
But like
Cool.
this is like a 8-inch, maybe foot long lens.
At
They're
least.
ridiculous.
Tamron and Signa, if you need like third-party lenses, they're top notch.
Or you just go to like Zeiss and spend way too
Yeah.
much money.
We've tried we've rented some Signa ones too, and they're pretty good. They're pretty comparable. It all depends what you want out of
Oh yeah,
them.
here's basically the same lens from Sigma. For,
Yep,
for
exactly.
$8.99.
Sigma, my bad, not
Yeah,
Sigma.
same
But,
thing. They're all the same.
But yeah, fucking huge.
Yeah, big lenses are cool until you're like, hey, how much does that cost? Like, don't ask.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But when you're zooming a 600 millimeter lens, that's like, you need to be like 100 meters away
Oh my
from whatever you're looking
yeah.
at.
You need a nice tripod.
Yeah.
Remote shutter even.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's like this is not an amateur to play with
No.
thing. They're insanely expensive.
God, just messing with the lens that we just bought for like the 10 minutes I have. It's just like, God, are we like good enough photographers to even have
That's the
this?
thing is like, I get this camera and I'm starting to play with it. I'm like, it's got so many things. Like I gotta learn. Some
I know.
Stuff.
Yeah, I was fucking around with it the first time I went. It's just like, damn, this seems like a lot of camera for Brian.
It's so much camera. It's
Yeah.
so unnecessary for what I'm doing with it, but it works so good.
Yeah, it works fucking good.
And I didn't have to buy an $800 lens with the $800 camera.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Yeah, considering our camera with the lens, the two lens it came with was $450.
But then yeah,
Still.
DSLR versus mirrorless and all sorts of stuff. It adds up quick.
We are gonna look into getting a mirrorless now.
Let's
I
go.
think because that's what our friend Sage had.
Get a used like A7 III or something.
I want to say that's what he had.
A7s are what everybody
Yeah.
has.
'Cause
That's
he had that film camera.
Yeah.
That was just shooting in black and white. I'm actually really excited to see those.
That's gonna be so cool.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And then that A7 and
Yeah, so-
the drone.
Sony A7. Yeah. Do you know what brand that drone was?
was it
I
like-
could find out real quick.
It doesn't matter that
That
much.
was a,
He's
what is
working
that,
right now,
DJI?
but I could ask him.
No,
What's the brand?
I don't think it was a DJI. I think it was,
He said it was like a Micro Center only brand.
okay.
Oh, I thought I looked at something in that camera bag. I thought it was the drone itself. It was like a DJI
It
drone.
probably is a DJI clone or something.
Most likely.
could've
But it
swore
looked like a
was
DJI like mini.
He says it's discontinued now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Marcus might have said it's a DJI too.
Yeah,
It
I
might be
could
like
have
a
sworn
okay.
it was like
Air or
it was a
something.
tan color. It was not a black model.
was
That's what made me like look like extra long. I'm like, oh, like that's
Yeah.
neat. I haven't
okay.
seen a
It is-
colorful drone.
It is the DJI Air, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Maybe.
All right. Well, yeah, you got it really cheap.
Because it looks just
Yeah.
like this.
yeah, it was in like
Yeah.
a tannish color or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a creamy gray.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same exact.
It looked a lot
controller.
like this.
Yep.
Whether it was this one or not, I don't know for sure, but it definitely looked like this. Because Marcus has the Mavic Mini, which is a little bit
Yes.
bigger. And this is, I think, like the smallest one they make. Well, I don't know that for sure. But
Yeah.
either way, back to the wedding. So
Oh.
food, success.
Yeah.
Dessert, success. Vows worked. Rings
you.
fit.
Yeah.
Speaking of
They'll-
rings, let me just
they-
pop that picture.
They do
up.
now.
They do now?
So, I think it was just because I was already like fucking hot and sweating.
Oh,
'Cause,
that
like,
day?
That
I saw you had to double take and get it on your
my
finger.
God,
Yeah,
dude.
you were the only one in a big suit. Like,
Yes.
understandable that you were a little hot.
Yeah, no, I was
Everybody
a little
else
hot.
was really
the moment
comfy,
she was
yeah.
slaying it out, I felt it hesitate. I'm like, you're fucking kidding.
You're
I
like,
kept like
today's-
trying it every week to make sure, and the one day it's like I can barely get past
It's
this knuckle.
It's stuck halfway on your
yeah,
finger.
yeah, but yeah, no, now it's
Now
fine.
it works good.
Yeah.
Well, here's a picture of it
Thank
for the
God.
peoples here.
Yeah.
It's a nice
Wood
fancy
grain
like,
on the in the middle.
wood
Yeah.
and, like
Stainless on the
obsidian?
outside.
Tungsten.
Okay, like a blackened tungsten or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Wow, it looks sick.
yeah.
It's
Got some decent weight to it too.
Oh wow, that is actually surprisingly heavy.
Yeah,
that would make
100
sense if it's tungsten then, because tungsten is a heavy material.
It was like a $200 ring.
oh, yeah, it says tungsten on the inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was either that one or they had one where it was black like that, and it kind of looked like it had like an RGB light in it. And I'm just like, it's too tacky.
It's like this is extremely classy and kind of like
yeah.
I'll say this is appealing to your guitar side,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
nice
like
wood grain with black
that
accents.
is such
Yeah.
a you thing.
because the back of my 7th string, it's exactly this color wood grain.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Did you like custom do that? Like,
No, it was actually like that.
or you just like, I like this color, and you're like, wait a minute.
I could have customized it if I wanted the wood grain like really thin or more thick, but I'm just like,
Okay.
no, this is like a perfect.
No, it looks really
balance
nice.
Of like the two colors I like,
yeah,
wood grain and black.
black.
Yeah.
Nice.
It could be any color as long as it's black.
Yeah. You could even get a different color of the inside if you wanted. Like you had a lot of customization options with the website you got it off of.
Yeah. And here's one of the pictures from the wedding. We don't have a ton because they're all getting processed.
Yeah.
Still,
You
but
look very young in that picture. Every
I
time I
do.
look at it, I'm like, I like that looks
It's
like
the
you
shorter
from
hair.
10 years
it's
ago.
gotta be.
It's the shorter hair.
I
My
guess
aunt went
so.
really short with this haircut.
well, it might be the life back in your eyes, you know.
yeah, you know, yeah, I've had a good fucking week.
Yeah. Like we were
Yeah.
talking to Nick earlier. I'm like, you need to re-up your life insurance right now. Things are going too well.
So, yeah, let's go into this here.
Yeah. So why are things going so well?
All right. So,
One, you got.
was that blue?
I think she just sneezed or something.
Oh, I thought she ran to the fucking door.
she probably.
No, yeah, no,
did.
she's snorting,
head empty.
snorting with her nose.
Poor
Big
thing.
dog.
All right. So anyway,
So the wedding went off great.
yeah, wedding went off fantastic. I had that Sunday and Monday off, so I went back to work on Tuesday. I only had to work half a day. You know, it was nice.
Nice.
I had to work. It was like 8 to 1. Did a phone call at 12:45 from Surf Internet. Like, oh, they're
Interesting.
probably calling me saying I didn't get the job.
Because you've been in the background, you know, like talking to them.
Yeah, a
and
couple
Since
different
July
interviews.
29th.
It's,
Yeah.
it's only like a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
You know.
So I just went to my coworker and said, "Hey, I gotta take this."
Yeah, I
And
gotta
just
go.
Went downstairs, answered it. Call dropped because
Because you're downstairs now.
Well, AT&T was out in Oglesby, so I had to like, oh shit, does Heartland's Wi-Fi work downstairs?
Like, no,
it
no,
did.
no, no, no.
So I
Oh,
did
yeah.
Wi-Fi calling, and she's just like, oh yeah, we want to offer you the job. I'm just like, oh
You're like, wait, really?
yeah. At first I was just like, oh, real shit.
You're like, say psych right now.
Yeah. So then the moment I hung up, then I had the paperwork and shit to sign like immediately. I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, damn, they're serious.
So
About
before
time.
before she called, I actually sent like a follow-up email at 12. I think it was like 12 on the dot. Because
Okay.
it was coming up about 2 weeks now. And then that's when she called. And on the phone call, she said, I was going to call you like towards the end of the day because I didn't know if you were still working or not. But then I
Sure.
saw your email and just figured, you know what? You seem
just-
like you're still interested. I'll just call you.
just call you either way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you being? I was gonna say.
What's your
I was
position?
about to say, what are you being applied for? I'm like, that ain't the right word.
Yeah, eventually.
What's the position you're
just
yeah.
installing fiber for now, but then in 6 months, it's going to transition to what Marcus does now.
Okay,
Oh,
so
gotcha.
a field tech
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, even when I was interviewing, they said like after 3 to 6 months, you're just gonna
Yeah,
become
once you
one.
get kind of used to it.
yeah.
Because it sounds like they kind of want to figure out the inside techs and the outside techs, and then start kind of.
The goal is
meshing.
to get rid of the contractors.
Yeah,
And that's what this position's kind of meant to be for.
to slowly kind of wean that
Yeah,
out. Okay.
yeah. Starting the 30th, I'm giving myself a week off between jobs so I can get caught up on around the house.
Yeah,
The house is nuts because
Throw
of the
away
wedding
all,
now.
Throw away all the banker shoes.
Yeah, I
Hey.
actually got a lot of paper clothes to get rid of now. I do have one guy at work. I messaged him before we close. He's gonna take like all my Eureka branded shit. Thank
Oh,
God.
yeah.
there
you
you
probably
go.
can't
Fuck
do
yeah.
much with
That-
that.
fucking
Fucking Goodwill it.
Yeah. That's 7 clothes hangers. I'm
No,
gonna
you
get
should
back.
keep. Hey, you should keep one shirt till Halloween and be like, "Look at me, I'm a depressed banker man."
Bro, that's every day. What do you?
Yeah,
I know.
that was fucking every day until
But not
Tuesday,
anymore.
brother.
Now you get to dress up like one.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you get to be a big surf tech guy.
Yeah.
Do they wear shirts?
Yeah, like a
Like a
blue
like a
polo with
polo?
the logo, but like
I was trying to
you can wear
remember.
cargo shorts or jeans.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what
about
they
it.
wear. And I'm like,
God, Marcus wouldn't apply for a job if he had to wear pants.
ooh,
Yeah.
cargo
I'll be honest.
Cargo shorts.
Yeah,
are
dude.
his jam.
I have no reason for dress clothes now.
To be fair,
It's gonna be so nice.
like 3 of us showed up to the wedding in blue shirts and cargo shorts.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's what we
Yeah.
wanted.
But
Yeah,
it's
we wanted everyone to be comfortable.
Like Marcus was wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, like a nice one, in cargo shorts.
did you
and
see what Corey wore?
I did.
It's such a sick shirt.
Yeah, he had his shirt with like a cat sticking out on it or whatever. Like, it looked pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, hey, white guys wearing blue shirts and cargo shorts. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oops.
I only bought mine because it was on clearance, okay?
Speaking of Corey, to get a little bit off track, he said like, so what does like he messaged me and said like, so what does Brian like? I feel like I'm not relating to him well enough. I said he's really into guns, anything computer related. I said you should mention the 1080 Ti.
Oh, like all week, like Corey and I have been kind of like talking back and forth
Yeah.
randomly. I'm like, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Yeah,
But he's like, man, how good is the 1080? I'm like, I mean, it's pretty good.
yeah, that was my doing.
I figured as much. I'm like, I was gonna mention, but like, you have to be involved in this somehow.
Yes, yeah. So you know,
No, he's a good guy.
yeah, he's a good guy. And I get to hang out with him next month in Gatlinburg.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
So you're gonna start a new job and then take off work and go to Tennessee.
Yeah, they said it's fine.
That's awesome.
I was actually kind of worried about it. I'm just like, you could have called me way earlier.
You're like, you got screwed. Here,
They said the moment you start, I get 2 weeks PTO. I'm shocked.
What? Day one,
Yeah,
take 2
day
weeks
one.
and then leave.
Yeah, day one I get PTO, but insurance I gotta wait fucking 30 days.
Just don't get hurt. Well, if you take 2 weeks off right at the beginning, your time will
As long as you still have life insurance, that's the big thing.
I don't.
Well, that sucks.
drive carefully.
Though with this extra money, I
You
probably should.
Probably
Yeah.
should.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Being as
so. Oh no, go
no,
ahead.
you're good.
Okay,
Besides
so-
being as accident prone as you are, which you're not terrible, but
Yeah, for me, no, it's not accident prone. It's more just my fucking luck.
Yeah.
yeah, that's more what I meant to say.
oh,
but
oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
accident prone.
Yeah, no, like my driving record, like I'm pretty fucking good at driving. No accidents.
no accidents.
All the shit that's ever happened to my cars, it's from other people fucking sideswiping me. Like the Fusion.
The house came up
the
and hit
house
you.
snuck up on.
Okay, yeah, no, the house. The house was me.
New house blues.
But that sick clear coat scratch that's on my driver's side of my car, I know who fucking did it, but there's no camera at
There's
the
no
bank
proofs.
parking lot, so there's no proof.
Can't
Yeah,
do
but I know who
shit.
fucking did it,
yeah.
and I'm not surprised they did.
So how well did the bank take the news? When did you put in your 2 weeks?
So I got the job offer Tuesday right before I went off for work, and I just wanted to go home because we had wedding pictures to get done that day
Okay.
right after. So I didn't even tell my boss, and I just fucking
You're like, I got
left.
stuff to do.
Yeah.
Gotta let it sink in a little bit.
Every Wednesday she has her day off because she prefers to have a weekday off as opposed to having a
that makes
Saturday
sense.
off. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a sick schedule.
Because then, like,
for-
during the
for
week,
that.
you can, like, get stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah, while businesses are open,
Yeah.
like banks.
Crazy.
I'm
hours.
actually
I still hate bank
That's the
hours.
one thing I'm gonna miss actually with this new job. Probably
Banker
is
hours.
flexibility with scheduling appointments and shit.
True.
Yeah.
But you have 2 weeks of PTO. If I can just schedule them
fucking
whenever.
right.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have anything planned this year though, but I think I have to use that PTO or I lose it. So I don't know
Yeah,
what I'm gonna
within
do
a
with.
year.
It's either that or they'll pay you out at the end of the year.
Hopefully, yeah.
But-
the bank doesn't fucking do that. But
No.
no.
Then I'd plan on using it then.
Yeah.
But still.
Oh no, the bank will pay me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if Surf will for like that 40 hours.
It'll be
but-
easy enough to figure it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out from.
You just
Marcus.
ask Jason, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's
Be
true.
like, hey, well, he probably uses all his. He's like, I ain't letting him fucking
Well, yeah,
roll
no, yeah,
over.
he's got like 4 weeks, I think, because he's been there. He's been through 3 different mergers with them, so he's like an OG.
Every time they add more perks, he's like, give me some of them.
Yeah.
Because they can't downgrade him. So he's like,
No.
just add them up. Come on, give me 2 more weeks.
Right. So Wednesday, I told my assistant manager. She wasn't shocked.
She's like, what? You're leaving this job that kind of sucks?
Yeah, that's pretty much what she said. Yeah. And I told another coworker, and I told her, just don't tell anybody. She's the one from the main branch that, like, I care about.
The one's like actually cool.
Yeah, actually
and
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she didn't.
doesn't just message you like, hey, can you do my work? And then gets
Yeah,
mad when you
no.
don't respond in 1 minute.
No. Yeah. No.
I'm a
No,
tri-
if she actually does need help, I will. But she knows how to do shit better than I do, honestly, but she doesn't make it known because then
she'll be in your boat.
Yes.
Like, hey, I'm going to transfer you this customer. Figure out all their problems, bye, and then doesn't check to see if you're even at your fucking desk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Insane stuff like that.
Yes.
It's like, no, you're trained how to do this too, honey. Please don't.
Yeah,
please don't do this to me.
Fucking all of you are. Don't call me when we're in Vermont because I can't do any fucking good.
No shit.
So then today, it's just me and my boss at 7 a.m. Mm-hmm. The moment I knock and go into her office, she just said, "You're leaving, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. You're like,
I fucking went downstairs and put my lunch away, and I was like fucking prepping like how I'm gonna say it.
you getting like
And just the moment I go in her office, just like, "You're leaving, aren't you?" Yeah.
You're like,
damn.
Is it that obvious?
Yeah. I'm just like, shit. Is it that obvious?
Damn.
At least it's like it breaks the ice easier.
Oh god, yeah. No, it made it so easy.
Like, hey, you're out here.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. No, she was pretty happy for me when I told her what I was doing because originally I was going to college for IT stuff. So the moment I said it's for IT, she was just like, "Oh no shit."
Like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So then this is where the story gets interesting. So at the end of our meeting, she said like, "Okay, I'm going to talk to so-and-so and they'll let HR know." And the moment I left, the moment I was about to leave her office, I saw her pick up her phone and call someone. So I thought, okay, she's going to let them know now. Cool.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sick. Nasty. So I make so I update my little job status on Facebook. People found out from that post.
Long before anybody from HR
and
announced it.
Well, yeah. And now I want to know who fucking narked because I have no one from the main branch added on Facebook.
On your personal Facebook.
Yeah. So I want to know who fucking narked.
Somebody knows.
Yeah.
Or somebody checks your Facebook regularly-ish.
Someone must.
Or somebody knows somebody.
Because I had someone from the main branch message me on Teams like, "Congrats on the new job." I'm like, how do you know, motherfucker?
Yeah.
You're not on my socials.
Who told you?
Damn.
So it spread through the main branch. And then another coworker that I'm okay with over there texted me and said, "Higher ups at this branch are freaking the fuck out right now." And like, what do you mean? They said like, well, someone showed them your little resignation post or your new job status, and they're like
job
freaking
acceptance.
out. Like they don't. There's no one else trained for what you do. I'm just like,
yeah,
that
I
sucks.
know.
You're like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I fucking know.
Marcus
That
is in the
sucks.
same boat as you. It's like, yeah, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
there's just a giant fucking explosion happening behind you. It's like, well,
Right.
Yeah, it's like, well, they could have paid me more and solved all this.
Yep.
But instead, they refused, so this is what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I don't make the rules here.
That's a them problem now. That
like,
sucks.
It's like if I just disappeared from my work and be like, what do we do now? Like, I guess we close the doors. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, I'll figure it out, I guess. I don't know.
So, I made that post like the moment, like maybe like 5-10 minutes afterwards or so, because I figured, because I saw she was on the phone. Like we have our phone system that shows like who's on the phone, and it said red for a while, so I figured, okay, she's talking with them and probably all the other corporate bullshit about people leaving,
official announcement or whatever.
I'm her first person that left as a manager, so it was all new to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it might have been a little learning curve.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, well, don't call this person. Call this person. Tell them this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was probably around 7:30ish or 8 o'clock.
Okay. So still pretty early in the morning.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then between then, she had a few customers come into her office and everything. Just there's people that only want to deal with her.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bank
Fine,
stuff, I guess.
yeah. Fine with me. Then I can actually do my shit.
Yeah. You're like, oh, you don't need me to stand here and tell you something that you already know? Cool. She's right there.
Yes. So I did my other stuff. I went to the post office and all my other shit I do. I didn't see her until like 10 o'clock. She goes to my little teller station and goes, "Oh yeah, people found out on Facebook. I didn't tell HR yet." I'm like, "Huh? I thought you called them when I left." And she's like, "No, I was about to, and then my phone rang and I dealt with them." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Oh, no.
And I said like, "They're not mad at you, are they?" And they're like, "No, they're not mad at me. They're just shocked
just
that they found it
surprised.
through that way." I'm just like,
yeah.
It's kind of a hard way to find out is like,
Right.
hey, he's leaving. Like, what?
yeah, and I just said like, as long as they're not mad at you, I don't want to make you like get in trouble
Make
for
you,
that.
like-
I genuinely thought you were on the phone with them this
Yeah.
whole time.
Like, look, like undercut your, like, put your resignation on, write it on Facebook first, then walk into her office. Like, something
right? Yeah,
scummy
like I could have
that.
done something scummy like that.
Yeah, you're like, I'm quitting my job today. And then you like walk in like, hey, I'm going to leave soon. Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So was this Wednesday? Right?
No, this was today.
Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
This is all today.
Yeah.
Well, that's hilarious because when I drove by at about 10:30, there was nobody in the fucking parking lot except for your car. So I'm like,
There was no truck.
It was gone when I first. I went into.
Okay.
I went into the restaurant across the street. I was grabbing stuff, and I walk in, and I was like, "He's the only guy in the like. This whole branch is gonna fall apart without him."
So my boss actually.
But then
parks
the
her
truck
car
came
to
back.
The far
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
well,
then
I'll say, like I said, it was only your car, and then I saw the truck back like 10 minutes later when I walked out. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, okay, that makes sense. But I was like, it's gonna fall apart. I swear to God, he's
it's
the
all
only
over.
one there most of the time.
But there's like, hey, we're closing half the branches. Why? One person left.
Well, so I'll explain to that there
Oh, no.
a little bit too. And we have one coworker that walks now because she only lives like 2 blocks from the branch. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that whole thing happens, and then it was I got back from lunch around 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I had a Teams message from HR and said like, "Hey, congrats on going back to IT. Can we do your exit interview? Blah blah blah." And I said like, "Yeah, sure. Let me just look at my calendar to see what day works best for that exit interview. Whether I go there or you come here, whatever." She's like, "Okay, I'll send out an email, but I think most people know through Facebook."
I think most people already know.
Yeah. So I think I just ha reacted. Now that I look back, I'm just like, oh damn, that was a jackass.
It's kind of a dick move. You're like, yeah, I know, losers. That joke's so funny. HR wants to hear it.
So she sends out the company-wide email, and the first line.
Is this the one you want to pull up?
Yeah. Good afternoon. As many know.
As many have heard. It's like, what do you mean, as many have heard?
Yeah. Nick will be leaving to go back into the IT telecom.
Well, no, the first line is internal positioning opening or internal position opening, as in like
oh,
we
fuck.
need somebody to fucking fill this because we didn't train any of you.
They want to find someone by next Friday in that email.
What?
LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, basically then to push it on you on your last week there
To make you
to
train
fucking be like, hey,
whoever.
fucking info dump before.
I'm
you
only
leave.
there for 3.5 weeks. I'm not fucking training somebody in 3.5 days.
Well,
fucking
I
leaving.
guarantee the last week you're there, it will be.
Like the last day,
They
like,
can suck my
they're like,
dick.
hey,
I'm not doing it.
Can you teach them everything you know? You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
I gotta
Well,
go.
I could
Either
probably
that-
I could show them 2 things maybe.
Well, so-
Everything else they're gonna have to fucking learn themselves.
Figure it
Well,
out.
it's either that or it's going to be something like, Nick, you don't have to do anything except for hover over him and make sure he's doing stuff right.
And
You know
that's
what I
fine.
mean?
I can do
Yeah.
that. That'll
Or,
be
yeah,
the
the
fucking
other
easiest
person.
last week.
Oh,
of
yeah,
my life.
exactly. I'll say it might be something like that, or it'll be like,
or it'd be awful.
hey, fucking info dump him until.
Hey, can you make sure he knows
understands
everything you know
Yeah.
before you leave today? And you're like, not really.
I know one person who would be like great at it, but she drives from Ottawa, and that's just gonna make a further drive. And I don't think she's gonna want to take it.
Sure, that's fair enough.
Unfortunately, because otherwise, I could trust her. She would like catch on to it in probably like a day. But anyone else, oh my fucking god!
I mean,
no.
you could at least mention it to him, but yeah, still, it's.
I tried. I did yesterday because she was actually covering that branch.
Oh, okay.
And I told her like, would you ever consider moving here? And she said like, if I didn't have a kid and I didn't live in Ottawa, then
Yeah,
I
it's like-
probably would.
That's a nice way to say no, but
Yeah, I'm
no,
just
but
like,
I could.
get it. Yeah,
yeah, completely fair.
totally get it.
Damn.
Yeah. That was
So you just
today.
like bird out the window, walking out like, fuck
Yeah.
you guys, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Going to the IT field at the end of the month.
Again, yeah, at the end of the month. Yeah, last day of September.
What a whole bunch of changes. Get married and then immediately new job.
Yeah, even HR said that after we picked the date. She said, "Sounds good. What a week for you."
Yeah, no shit.
Like, yeah, no kidding.
You're gonna drive home and break your leg. You're like, well, all right. I guess I earned this. This is the shit that happens.
Yeah. But yeah, the shit I'm gonna have to train, or if I will have to train, otherwise they'll figure out themselves. Is that remote deposit shit from like when you do your phone.
Okay. Oh, like they have, like they're verifying it or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's easy, but sometimes. Well,
Sometimes
you
it's not.
you would think it's easy, but then some people accept obvious fake checks. It's just like, how'd you not fucking
Or
see that?
they take the picture of their phone, it's just blurry. You can't see anything.
Yeah,
and you're
it's
like,
blurry. I had one coworker who doesn't work there now, but fucking accepted a check, and instead of like the dollar sign, it was the fucking euro pound.
what?
Just like, we don't fucking take
You're
that.
like, can we
Like,
can we convert it live
Yeah.
from euro to
No.
dollar? 'Cause that's not a thing.
no, like, are you even fucking looking at it, or are you just clicking hit? Are you just hitting approve?
I've had a couple of bank tellers who just like deadpan stare at the counter and just like do stuff. I'm like, God, I wish I was stealing because this would be so easy.
It's fucking scary.
Here's my fake check. Here's my real check.
The Google Pay, Apple Pay shit. 'Cause
Okay.
I was the only one responsible for it.
So do you have to like verify transactions for that stuff too? Or is that like
For that, no, that's just seeing who actually signed up for it. If anything,
Oh,
if there
okay.
were any issues with it, then I would look
gotcha.
into it.
That makes sense.
It's been pretty rare now that I finally got it all dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, because that was the first project that I got when I first started there. It was like 2 months to be like, hey, you got tech experience. You want to do this?
Hey, figure this out for us.
And I accepted it. And then in the middle of the project, I'm just like, oh my fucking God, this is more work than
Now
I
looking
thought.
back, you're like, I should have told him absolutely not.
Honestly, I probably should have because it was very frustrating.
Right, because they would have to hire an outside person to come in and figure it out.
It took fucking 4 months to finally make it live.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now that I finally got it ironed out, it's okay, but I don't know if it's going to stay that way when I leave.
Corporate world sounds awful.
I'm going to use it the one time when I forget my wallet and it won't fucking work anymore. I'll be like,
No, they're just gonna ban your account because you left.
They just delete all your privileges.
well, what I'm probably going to be doing, because I know there's certain people that are fucking sneaky, I'm probably just going to like make that my backup account and
You
move
can
it to another bank.
switch banks.
Yeah. I had to do that when I left Midland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people there are fucking sneaky.
People are.
But now the people I
the
worked with at Midland don't work there anymore now, so I
Yeah.
don't fucking care.
The problem is it's probably like that everywhere.
Oh,
You're
it
like,
is.
You're like, these people suck at their job. I'm gonna go somewhere else. You're like, oh, these people.
I don't know. I don't
suck
think there's
too.
any drama at my bank. They're all fucking old ladies about to croak.
There's
and I'm like,
probably
this is
so
perfect.
much drama.
What is it,
Are
Granville,
you kidding me?
right?
No, Illini.
Oh, Illini. Oh, yeah, they're cool.
Oh yeah, they're just all.
The times they've
Everybody's just old and they're just hanging
Yeah.
out. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, the
I mean,
times
they
they've
were-
had to call us, they're
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, the only reason I go there or originally was because my grandma worked at the bank.
Oh,
And I was like, fucking whatever. Like I got
You're
shit
like,
here.
I know people
Well,
here.
And that's what it was for my job, too. Just my parents' bank there is just like, all right, we'll just make it easy.
Like, I'll
Yeah.
just use this one.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fuck yeah.
other than the people, it's probably very little difference bank to bank.
Pretty much.
I don't know. Illini's pretty bare
Well-
bones. If you don't want to do anything techie, you just fucking go there.
Yeah.
I would say I'd say my current bank was a lot less like Midland with like, pushing sales and shit, which now it's starting to become like that. That was one of the major reasons I left.
It starts to get annoying. And
Yeah,
you're
I'm just
all
like,
right.
no, I didn't take this bridge job to be doing this shit.
Nah, this ain't for
yeah,
me.
no, this ain't that.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like everything went good.
Yeah, it really did. Thank God. But that same Tuesday, well, no, it happened last week. Thursday, I interviewed for another place in Princeton,
Oh, okay.
IT stuff as well, but they didn't have any benefits.
Ooh,
which was a
benefits are nice.
Yeah, that was actually a big fucking bummer because they liked me. They almost offered me the job on the spot.
That's good until this person calls you back. and
Yeah,
you're
no,
like,
I'm glad
"Shit."
they called. I'm glad Surf called me first.
Yeah.
Because then Kayla and I were on our way to Princeton, and I got an email from the guy at Princeton be like, hey, we want to offer you the job. I'm like, oh, thank God Surf called me first.
Like 0 job offers to 2 job offers. You're like, this is great.
Yeah, seriously, fucking searching. How long ago was April? 5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, searching
4 or
since
5
April
months.
and nothing, but then the month of August, I get fucking 2.
September. It's September now.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Unless the other one was last.
I applied and
Interviewed-
interviewed in August. But yeah,
interviewed
then I
last week.
actually got the offer this month. So yeah,
They're like, well, new quarter started. Start hiring people.
Yeah,
It might be literally like a fiscal quarter thing or something.
Probably.
Could be. I don't know.
Have to
I
be.
don't know corporate stuff.
yeah. But yeah.
Or they're just dumb
Awesome.
and drug their feet, which is
Yeah.
kind of what it seemed like.
it
Also
kinda
happens
seemed
too.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm-
But now they're your employers. Yay.
I know. Yeah, I'm glad to go back to what I.
Hell yeah.
What
went
you
to
actually
school
want.
for. Yeah,
Something
what
you
I
might
actually
actually
wanna
want to do.
Yeah.
We got that. Then we got a fucking drive-in movie date.
We do.
Double date coming up, and then we got
Wow.
rally on
We
Sunday.
got rally, yeah.
Busy.
And
good
then that's
weekend.
about it.
And that's
And now I can easily save up for a bike. I'll probably have
Yeah.
one by the end of or this time in a year.
okay. I'm like, I thought you said by the end of the year.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
no, not the
damn,
end of
all
this week.
right.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
no, no.
I was like, I just wait till spring, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
Alright.
wait till spring because I'm gonna pocket some money for our much needed bathroom renovation,
Yeah, that's fair.
which is probably
Oh,
already.
what are you guys doing for your honeymoon?
We're going on a cruise in March.
March. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was the cruise. I just wasn't sure when.
Yeah. No,
Gotcha.
the Gatlinburg. It's just me and the 3 guys from Tennessee that
You
were
and
at
the
the wedding.
dudes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hell
Caitlin's
yes.
not coming down?
No,
Gotcha.
no, that's just for the week.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Sweet.
fun. I'll put new tires on the Fusion before then, and then it'll
Race
just
car.
sit in my fucking driveway because
See, if
now I got a company
If it
truck.
needs tires, you should sell it.
Yeah.
Well, I need a vehicle to get down there.
They make a thing called Mazda, and they make a thing called the Miata.
Well, that's what I kind of want to do. The plan is get the dents and that paint scratch fixed up in the Fusion. My buddy said he would do it for $200.
Oh, that's probably not bad.
Yeah,
Then.
and he's been doing it for years, so I trust him with it.
So you get back, there's a huge smear across where the scratch was.
Ugh.
It's like, well, I got the scratch out. You're like,
Yeah.
my clear coat. killed it.
I was thinking of selling the Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever money I get on it, put in like a bit of a CD.
Okay.
Get interest on that because
Sure.
it'll get more than just sitting in my savings.
Yeah, like a high yield or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then use that as the down payment for a Miata.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a brand new one, or
Yeah, I prefer new.
yeah.
So the next gen
understandable.
comes out like next year, and it's amazing.
The NE is supposed to be a hybrid.
Okay, don't.
gay,
don't-
ND stock is through the roof
I am-
right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not against hybrid cars, but like I don't want
Not-
it in a Miata.
Not in a Miata.
Yeah.
Unless it's like hybrid front wheel drive
Ooh.
with a rear wheel drive.
That'd
gas.
be pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, like a cornering assist essentially,
Yeah.
so it has extra torque on the front
Yeah, like
wheels
a-
and corners.
an
That'd be
all-wheel
pretty
drive
dope.
I could
assist.
fuck with that, but that adds weight.
Yeah, it's probably not that.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
probably
yeah.
like most other things
Well-
where it's just an extra gear onto the side of the transmission.
And then the 2024 models, there's the ND3 now. So Mazda's clearly still interested in developing the ND further. The
they
ND
might like branch them or something. There might be like an
what
end,
was
like
it? The
evens and odds,
ND3 has a higher red line than the 2 even.
which had a higher red line than the
It
last
did,
one.
yeah, huge.
Yeah, it went up like 700 or something. Like
Yeah,
a noticeable
I think
jump,
it gained like 10 horsepower and 12 torque, I think, from just the higher red line.
which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Red line is so much more fun than horsepower.
Yes.
Where revving something way out, you're like, oh, it just keeps going.
I think the red line's like 9K now.
It's insane.
It's it fucking screams. Comparing the Corey's ND1 that I drove, it's like the red line 65.
Bap, bap,
Yeah, it's just
bap,
like,
bap.
damn,
You're like,
this is.
You're like, oh, it's over.
It was a fun car to drive. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Yeah.
like, where's the screaming?
You want to let it ride a gear out and enjoy it.
Yes.
That's why
And
rotors are
his-
so cool.
He only got an auto because if he waited for a manual, it's gonna be months.
That's
and
fair.
he needed a car. The nice thing with the auto one, if you put it in manual, it will hang the gear. It won't auto shift.
It won't like be like, it's getting too close. I'm gonna shift on my own.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like, and I purposely did. I just fucking left it in second. It would just go like, brr, 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 brr. I'm like,
hang
oh,
on.
sick. It doesn't like do it for you.
It's
He's
not-
like, nope.
Yeah, it's not trying to be smarter than you. It's like,
Yeah.
you're in charge. All right.
Yeah. What else? New front bumper a little bit. I think it's all LEDs now. And it has
Okay.
the cornering lights stock, like when you turn.
Those are so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
They work good, but they're just weird.
They're pretty cool in my dad's
yeah,
truck.
they're awesome, but it's just weirder than hell.
Wireless Android Auto stock.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Huge win.
Recaro stock on all trims.
Okay. Make sure you sit in them first. Because I know
Yeah,
the
I would probably
Recaros,
want to sit in them.
my Fiestas Recaros are kind of tight. Like,
okay.
the seats of my Ranger are extremely comfy. I figured they'd be
Yes.
that with a little bit more bolster. They're tight.
Are they?
Mm.
Okay.
So
Good
I
to
would
know.
definitely test fit yourself once.
Headrest speakers in all of the seats and trims now.
I suppose if it's like a convertible or something, it makes a lot of sense to have the sound like really close by.
Sitting in an NA Miata that had one of those, game changing.
Yeah.
It is pretty nice.
Interesting.
It's like it's not blaring in your ear. It's more just like focused on the higher end.
It's kind of surrounding you
Yes.
instead of like
Yeah.
it's speaker. It's kind of around you floating sound.
because the NA I was in, he did upgrade like the audio, but even then it sounded like shit. I mean, it's a '90s car.
Yeah, they're gonna
it sounded
rattle
like
and-
shit. Yeah, it sounded rattles.
They were designed to have a radio.
Yeah,
And you're like,
not
this is
sound good.
amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's how the radios in the Crown Vics were. It's like you get 6x8s everywhere. You get 4 of them, and your radio has 4 presets. Figure it out.
that
And it's like, well, they're actually not bad, but
close to the Explorer.
Probably-
I had 6 presets,
Yeah.
but
the Crown Vic radio.
No, Crown
is the
Vic, it looks like a
blandest.
child's fucking
Oh, yeah, it
radio.
was-
It's
yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, done.
it didn't even have a CD player.
Oh,
did it?
I
No.
wanted to get a
Yeah.
picture so bad,
They're like
dude.
an inch deep. They're tiny little things.
Yeah.
See if I can find. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, my grandma's Ranger had that. that
This is
same
actually
exact
the
unit.
upgraded one with the aux cord input.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't have
Oh.
that.
This is not like somebody aftermarket
So-
builds these.
Yeah.
I saw a mod before I swapped mine out.
I know where you're going. I think.
I had the tape and 6 CD,
Mm-hmm.
and if you could keep the tape and 6 CD if you soldered something, and you would have an aux port.
Yep, you solder onto it. That's probably the same as what like this one is.
Yeah, pretty
This
close. Pretty
this
close.
doesn't have a CD player though.
No,
Okay.
it almost
Similar.
looked like that.
But
though.
you would like solder onto the output for like the CD player or whatever,
Yeah.
and you could input from an aux cord. Like they do
Yeah.
a Bluetooth one too.
yeah,
That's I think one of the ones I had seen.
because I saw the Bluetooth ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was looking at doing that when my 6 CD changer finally died,
Mm-hmm.
and I just thought like at that point, I may as well just get a Kenwood.
Buy a
yeah.
regular head
Right.
unit that's way
Yeah.
cheaper and better.
Right, and then sell the stock radio, which I did for $40.
Which is insane. I can't
Yeah.
believe people buy
Wow.
stock radios.
That's nuts.
When you could buy an aftermarket one for $100, it's amazing.
When Doug had his 5.4, he had the 6 CD, and someone bought it for like 60. He had it on Marketplace for not even a week.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
That's
like, why
weird.
do y'all want stock radios?
There's old people like, I want it to look
Probably.
like normal. And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Probably.
I wanted to get a picture so bad in the Taco Bell drive-thru me and Chloe were in.
Okay.
2 cars pull up behind us, and the second one was my old Crown Vic.
Oh, yeah, your white one.
It's not very white anymore.
Is it kind of rusty, fadey?
Well, it was, but no, they spray painted the bumpers black, did X's on the headlights, just kind of fucked the whole car up.
That's
kind of
sad.
Yeah, it doesn't
the,
look good.
The white wasn't like super nice. It was kind of starting to fade and get.
Oh
kinda
yeah,
gross,
but like
it was a good.
it was
car.
a decent car, but like yeah, it was given to a child.
Like, it's a literal kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because we had
he
seen it
just
the
kinda
one
fucked
day.
it up.
The one day that we were having s'mores over at Marcus's house.
Mm-hmm.
We had seen it at the Casey's while we were getting stuff for it.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
There's Andy's car.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was either Marcus or Nick. One of you was with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, how can you tell? I'm like, I can tell. Like,
Yeah,
you
the
look at
black
it,
wheels were
Yeah.
the biggest thing, but like now I was like, it took me a second because I couldn't like.
It's not.
I was used to like a little bit of like paint chips on the front bumper and stuff, but now it's like, and there is rust on the fender well on the passenger side, I think.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, I'm like, God,
It's
it's terrible now.
falling
Like
apart.
there's no coming back from it now.
Damn.
It's pretty bad.
Damn shame.
Mhm.
Crown Vics are so cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of other
stand 'em.
modular motor things, how's the F-150 going?
Oh, yes.
It is physically going.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah, that's about all I can say.
That's about as far as you can go with it.
Yeah,
It looks really cool.
it looks pretty. It's a great 10-footer.
Yeah.
There
From
is
this distance.
There
it
is
looks
a
amazing.
decent little bondo, on the corners and stuff that I didn't even notice my grandpa did.
Mhm.
But yeah, like once you get up close, you're like, oh yeah, there's like that makes sense, and like it is slowly getting bad.
You could
But-
tell that it's what year is that truck?
04.
So it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
So any minute now, the fenders are just going to dissolve.
Pretty much.
Like,
yeah,
days
it's
from now.
Clean.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Pretty
thing's
rough,
fresh.
but that's going to be the new for sale post once I get a couple more miles on it. I got 137, I think, as I pulled in tonight to the podcast.
okay. So how much are you trying to get out of it?
I listed it last time for 8, and
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple people interested in it for 7. So
Okay.
ideally,
So probably listed at like 7,500 and just get it gone.
yeah, list it for 7,500, and then anything that anybody will give me.
So if anyone's hearing this, hit him at 8 and it's yours.
obvious, I'd love to fucking pocket some money on
be
this.
awesome.
Absolutely.
You mean instead of losing 100 hours and a bunch of work and
Yeah.
and a dozen trips to O'Reilly's.
Yep.
and-
Yep. Yeah, transmission fluid's fucking $15 a quart, and I had like 8 of them. So
Oh,
Ooh.
you're telling me transmission fluid for the Fiesta is $20 a liter plus shipping. So I'm like $60 for 2 liters of oil.
damn. All right, fair enough.
But it's the good stuff.
oh
you
yeah,
know.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Got it together, figured out some shit, got my coil pack codes figured out.
Last week we were talking about a noise it was making.
Yes. Oh, that's right. That's right. That
what-
was the big thing. Yeah.
Big
so
thing. We
yeah,
thought
I was doing that. That must have been Thursday or Friday.
because we were gonna look at it Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, it was Friday. I had to have been looking at it.
Yes.
So yeah, Friday I
All right.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what I went out there and I started Googling stuff and trying to figure it out. Eventually kind of got an idea of it and eventually went to Peru to the junkyard essentially and went in there, stripped the entire different 4x4 actuating vacuum lines,
Okay.
stripped the entire new system off of a junkyard truck to put onto mine. Because
So you didn't have to patch one together. And,
yeah, because I'm like
Nice.
yeah, between the two, like my grandpa's truck and then the parts truck I had kind of a cobbled together. Like I wasn't exactly sure what it was all
It's like
perfect.
this hose doesn't really have somewhere to go, and this
Well, then-
one's broken.
So the big thing is on the back of the intake on the one that I ended up using, which was not my grandpa's, it did
Right.
not have the second port. Or
Okay.
it didn't. I thought that it was just broken off, and I ended up drilling through it and then tapping it with a brass fitting and like siliconed it in to basically make a port.
create a fitting
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, create a fitting to put the rubber boot on then. And
Okay.
then from there, there's 3 vacuum lines that come off of that. Whereas the new style system is just a Y off the brake booster and goes directly to the 4x4 actuating sensor.
That seems way better.
It's, yeah,
Like
it
just
is.
infinitely way better.
Yeah, but so yeah, what ended up what it was I didn't have enough vacuum to the hubs, and it
Okay.
was partially engaged, and it was making a clicking noise.
It was halfway between like engaged, disengaged.
Yeah, so there
was
was a pin rubbing on like teeth essentially, and that's what made me think it was the starter almost being
because it was like
half
really
engaged.
fast.
Yeah,
okay.
because it was under load and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is. And then the second I put it into 4-wheel drive, I must have done it Friday. Like
Sure.
once I read into it, I tested it and then I went to buy the parts.
Okay.
But yeah, put it in 4-wheel drive, immediately gone.
Okay. So
Granted,
once
you're driving around and it's kind of binding up because you're in 4-wheel drive, but it's
Yeah.
like, oh, like it worked like that.
this is changing.
It's perfectly
something.
fine now though.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go and strip the entire, like, hopefully find one. I was lucky as shit. Bought it for $10.
That's
for
awesome.
like 10 feet of fucking vacuum line and the brand new, and it was the new style sensor too.
Okay.
It was
Which is the one you needed.
well, no,
Or-
I could have used any sensor as long as I had the vacuum lines were the new style stuff.
Sure.
But the sensor itself was also a newer style, so I'm assuming it was also replaced on that junkyard truck.
That would make sense.
So I'm like,
too.
that's fucking perfect. And I got it for $10.
Yeah.
I'm
When
like,
buying just that sensor is probably 60 or
yeah.
something.
And then I went to O'Reilly's, bought some vacuum caps to plug the old lines. So I just because to get to the back of the intake is almost impossible. I'm like, I'm just leaving it.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it.
Fuck
So
every bit of this.
I put the caps on and I fucking gorilla taped them, and I'm like, we're just gonna leave them right there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Sweet.
but yeah.
So it's probably almost finished.
Yeah, so once I got that done, I fixed the misfire or the coil pack codes, which all I did was put dielectric grease and plugged them back in.
Kinda
They seem
clean
good.
them up.
One clip I don't think is clipped perfectly. Like I think the clip might be broke or something.
Sure. Or it's weak and it's just not holding it tight.
Yeah,
enough.
and it's not. It's underneath of the power steering pump too, like the bracket and
Super
everything.
convenient
So it's
place.
really hard. So I'm assuming that's why it's fucked up.
It probably got halfway clipped in and cracked loose.
Yeah,
or
I'm not
something.
exactly sure, but it's been fine so far. I put 130 miles on it. So
Sweet.
as far as the misfires, I think it was about 40 miles. The first 40 miles, I pull up to my parents' house. It was perfectly fine up until I pull in like down their street. It's probably 150 yards.
Would this
till
have
the
been
driveway?
Wednesday? No, Tuesday?
Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, because you followed me to my house.
Yes, yeah,
my
yeah,
parents'
yeah.
house.
Yeah, it was fine all the way to your house, and I get to my parents' house. It was literally the last 150 yards. Pulling like, it starts running like shit. I park in front of their like house. So
Yeah.
I was gonna go in and eat with them. Fucking give it a little rev, and it clears itself up. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Engine code.
Strange.
Look at it. Yeah, ended up pulling it up before I went inside, but I'm like, at the time I was like, it's just another fucking headache. This
It's
sucks.
the same coil code or something. Like it's
No,
just something new.
it was entirely different.
Oh, well, that's at least good. It's making progress.
P0022.
Okay.
Camshaft position timing over retarded bank 2. I'm like, cool. So now it technically what that code refers to, it's to the VVT sensor, the variable valve timing sensor.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So it'd be one of like these.
It's inside of the valve cover.
This is a newer
it's a
one.
it's
Yeah.
a pain in the dick essentially.
Oh yeah, it controls the cam timing essentially.
Yeah,
and
it's all the phasers and stuff, which is what the 5.4s are known to be bad with.
yeah,
you
known
know.
to have problems with. Well, good.
Yeah.
At least it's a very common normal thing.
Yeah,
that
really
fails
easy
all-
to fix. Not really. Like luckily, so the 2007 and 8s, I actually had to remove the valve cover. Luckily, this one is just a really complicated boot to get off, and then there's like a bolt that if you drop, it goes down into the front cover,
which is
and-
really good for it to be down
yeah,
there.
it's just pretty fucked. I'll be honest. So,
Suboptimal.
yeah. So it gave me that code and ran like shit. On the way home, it started running a little bit bad about halfway home,
Okay.
and then it did it one other time in that 130 miles.
So
Other
it's
than that,
Intermittently deciding not to
I
do
did
it.
change the oil. It had been Thursday. Today, no,
Today? Wednesday?
no Tuesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, 'cause
Tuesday. You were
Tuesday
at
I
my
was
house.
at, yeah.
Wednesday you would have changed.
So yeah,
the oil.
Wednesday I changed the oil. Because Wednesday was fish and chips.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I
Yes.
went to Peru to get on the hook fish and chips. And then
The same ones that Kaitlyn was trying to get and then kept
yeah,
missing
we
like three
ended up
times
going.
in a row.
She bought it for me, and I was like, I appreciate you so
Wow.
much.
We did try it actually the last time they were in there.
Yeah,
Finally.
I thought you guys had gotten a hold of it
Yeah,
last time.
I got
but
their
still.
fries and I put like a bunch of shit on top of them.
Imagine getting their
Fries
fish.
were decent. The fish was pretty good, honestly.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
I'm not a huge fish guy, but
Yeah.
it was pretty good. It's white whitefish essentially. But
Yeah.
Nick, do you want this, by the way, or Brian? Either of you share
Sure.
it.
I mean,
I'm
okay.
sipping on it. I'm not
can
really
dump
putting a dent in it.
Dump
So.
some in yours.
yeah, you can.
Yeah, do you
what
want
you
to say something about that real quick? It's
About
or
what?
was it like a gift
Oh.
or somebody? I don't. Yeah.
My coworker that makes the peach shots.
Okay,
she
I
was,
figured,
she was
yeah.
trying different ones.
Okay.
She made an apple one. She tried doing blueberry.
Okay.
Blueberry.
I forgot the other one, but she just made a big jar of the apple one.
and that is.
She was kind of selling them at work, and
You're
she
just
said like at the end of the day, if no one gets this last jar of the apple one, it's yours.
You're just like, don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
It's
So I
good.
did. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty good. I think I prefer the peach one more if it was like a summer day.
I'm not a huge. If it was hotter, I'd take the peach. If it's
Yes.
any cooler, I'd take this.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this I'll drink in the winter.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not an alcohol sipper. I just drink beer.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
Speaking of beer, we drank plenty of beer at the wedding.
Yeah. Good.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it
you
was-
guys did.
It was a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. Bring your own beer because of some
This
goofy
is-
insurance
this is
thing. but-
bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, Caitlin's
But
cousin.
yeah.
She texted him just like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know it's bring your own beer." Not even 30 seconds later, this is bullshit. And he explains just like, "Oh yeah, I have my phone unlocked already, and I saw your text, and that was just the first thing that went to my mind was
This is some
Yeah.
bullshit.
This is bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, if you text that like 3 hours later, you're like, oh, well, shit, my bad. But if it's immediate, you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's funny.
you know.
Yeah.
and it's him. I know
Yeah.
his sense of humor too. It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that's Connor.
You're like, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're like, totally get it, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, F-150's
Almost.
decent enough. I'll say after I changed the oil, it hasn't done it since.
So it might have just had a little bit of gunk stuck in there.
I'm
or
hoping.
something.
I'm hoping so. Like I really don't know, but yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping
That's
for. And I'm
a
hoping to put some more miles on it over the next couple days and weekend and shit.
Mhm.
And
That's a good hope to have anyway.
I'm hoping to get 250 miles on it, and then put the
fucking
for sale up and
get it
just
listed,
leave
get it out of here.
Yeah. The only thing it other really needs is AC recharged,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much it, honestly. But-
Sweet.
But yeah, so far it's been decent enough. I fixed the exhaust leak on it. That was Wednesday as well.
Okay. Well, it's a 5.4. They do that.
Well, no, this was I had to use a air hammer with like a chisel bit
Oh.
to split apart the exhaust because it was kind of like not rusted together, but it was there's like a
stuck.
it's like a slotted pin.
Okay.
So it's like an L-shaped slot, and
Yeah.
the pin is there. So when you have to like break apart the exhaust, it like
it's
it's
you
a
have to
mother.
break it apart.
it was a pain in the dick.
fair enough.
So when I took it apart, I had to really fucking get in there and get it
it'd
apart.
be kind
But-
of hard on it, but
Yeah, but the other one went apart fairly easy because it goes underneath the transfer case. That one was easy. I put a clamp on that, no big deal. This one, it just looked like a fucking beaver started eating it. It was all fucking mauled up. I'm like,
screwed up.
I could fucking chop it off, put a fucking, a
regular
double-ended
exhaust clamp or
connector.
something, yeah.
Yeah, weld the one end, put one exhaust clamp on it, and just
It'd be
done.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I did. But yeah, but other than that, it drives like new. Besides, like the engine is the
Good.
only thing that I'm like,
You're scared
there
of,
might there
essentially.
still might be just a little hiccup, and I'm not trying to fucking jip anybody. I'm also just sick of fucking working on it, and I can't keep dumping any of my money into it. I don't have any.
Yeah, you want it
So-
gwant right now, but you don't want to get rid of it right now.
Yeah, I don't want
in
to be
case
that
something gets
asshole
screwed.
selling junk on fucking Marketplace.
Okay, I
Right.
swapped the engine last week. Good luck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Are you taking it to you or are you taking it at the drive-thru with you in the tomorrow?
I guess I could. I don't know.
I
Well,
probably
probably not because we filled my big bed last time.
Oh, that's
So-
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, your bed with a giant toolbox in it.
well, fair, yeah.
Yeah.
But we
So
had
it's
the
probably the same
tailgate
length
down,
bed.
and actually the tailgate step was huge.
Oh, that's
Just
true.
getting in and out of it a couple times, like
Yeah.
yeah, that was very nice.
The F-150 is probably like 6 or 8 inches lower. First of all, but,
Fair, but yeah.
But yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh fuck! I gotta disconnect my truck to go to the drive, and I have the gooseneck connected to it.
oh, that's,
Oh,
just
yeah.
bring the gooseneck.
Fuck me!
Just be like, oh, I brought the
Yo,
Subaru.
we'll take
on
the
goose-
sectional from my house, put it on
Strap
it, and
it
watch the movie from that.
Let's go.
Maybe.
Yeah, no,
maybe
it's not.
don't.
That's not a big deal.
No, that's easy enough to do.
But yeah, I had the gooseneck connected today because originally I brought the Jeep out and a bunch of other shit out to the new property.
Hey.
Got that unloaded, got the Jeep inside the garage, and then my plan for today was to insulate and panel the ambulance camper, and that's what we did.
Which has only been on the plan list for
A year or so.
like 2 years or so.
But yeah, that's
All
the
right.
front wedge. There was just extruding bolts that I'd basically just cut the squares to fit and just stab them
So
into
you could
the bolts.
see one like right here in this corner.
Yeah.
There's a bolt sticking through. You basically just stuck it onto it.
Yep, pretty much. I'm like, nah, good enough. And then like the box will just kind of hold it up. Like that I wasn't so worried about. What I was really worried about was actually cutting panels and putting insulation in the roof. And that ended up being pretty decent.
Being shockingly nice in here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little wavy, but
Well,
I think it's also going to happen with the heat too. So
And
I
what's
really
this?
don't
The
care.
camper?
Yeah,
is
this is the
ambulance
ambulance
box.
camper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks all fancy in here.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than it was. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I would call that a success right there. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks good enough. It matches the floor pretty well too.
I thought it
Yeah.
was floor panels at
It's
first.
not.
Like
No,
you
because that's
lock-
click together floor, like
I-
entirely different. That was like actual wall panels.
I thought that's what it was
Four
at
by
first.
eight.
I'm
Yeah.
like, that's insane.
it looks pretty fucking close, and I didn't even try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
This
gonna
one
try
does
to
not
go.
match though.
Well, yeah, that was just one I had.
Accent.
But I'm also going to use that same. Yeah, I was also going to use that same one if I do a full down bed. I'm going to use that same panel on the.
To kind of hide it.
Yeah. So it just looks like one dark panel on the wall. But yeah.
Yeah. Pretty fancy.
But yeah, gonna pack that up and unload the Subaru, get everything ready for rally this weekend.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it.
On Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, going up. Or yeah, you're coming up Saturday too.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah, Michael too.
He's coming up Sunday morning.
Okay.
But yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, going camping on Saturday and rally on Sunday. So
All right.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
You sent this picture of a Jeep.
That was just for you. Me
Oh, that
and
was
you.
just
yeah, I was
for
like,
me?
we can
Okay.
talk about
We'll just
it.
talk
but
about
yeah.
why we talked about it real quick.
Yeah. No, so I was going back through my pictures actually in my camera roll. I'm like, oh, that's like the exact same mount and the exact same truss that I was using.
Same axle, same mount, basically same four link.
And then also the same high steer brackets. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
look at that, even better. The only thing different is he has it's four. I guess it's not the truss. It's a similar truss. It is a Barnes truss.
yeah, but it's a full four.
But it's a
link.
4-link and coilover rather than
Where yours
easy
is-
swap with
Yeah.
coilovers like mine or coil
Yeah.
springs like mine.
Yeah,
But
poor
looking
people
at,
stuff.
I was looking at it. I'm like, oh, that steering is way better than what we were gonna do.
Yeah, it's
basically.
on top of the knuckle instead of inside of it,
Yeah,
and it looks a lot better. Like
it
that.
looks way more happy than what ours was gonna be. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's just do that.
Like, yeah, maybe we just do that.
Yeah, I wish we would have thought about that like when we were building it.
It's
or I
probably
wish I would've
still.
had it.
It's probably lined up with
It's
that.
fair. It might be having to tip up like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch now,
It
rather
really-
than going down an inch and a half.
We can always
I'd rather-
space the ram. Oh no, we can't.
No, because the bolts. Those.
We could get longer bolts. We get
Well,
longer
fair.
bolts. We could space it up like another like 1/4 inch or something to even
It's
it out.
not a big
but
deal.
because right now the arms are gonna be going down pretty bad.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to
going
get
up a
those.
little rather than down a lot. It'd
It'd probably be
good.
worth it.
Yeah.
We'll see when we.
Yeah,
get
and I was
there.
kind of looking at it. I was going to put the RAM in, but like I literally can't get the RAM on because of the current track bar.
Yeah.
So I have to put the other one on, which is not a big deal. I just don't have the money for it right now. So
yeah, it takes a little bit of work
Yeah.
to get it figured out.
and I was gonna kind of get it all mocked up, at least get the steering done. That way I only have to do gears and drive shafts.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, well, I kind of have to wait because I don't have the money to do the DIY track bar and
It adds up
and
pretty
the
quick,
link
yeah.
ends and the hoses and everything else. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I put the old shit back on and
It's good
rough
en-
bolted it.
Good enough ish to move it
Yeah,
around.
it was good enough to get onto the trailer, get backed off, and then get put into the garage. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that'll be one of the first projects other than the garage itself to
Right.
get done. So
Cool. I guess
But
we'll
yeah.
dive into what I got done this week. So I worked on the Fiesta on
Tuesday,
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes.
I was gonna stop by on Wednesday again because I was delivering the panels out to the property
Oh,
for
sure.
the ambulance. I was like, I am just driving around at this point, but I'm like, yeah, fuck, I want to go home.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Well, we got a lot of work done on the old Fiesta, starting
Hell
with
yeah.
this right here.
Ooh, how many miles are on it? Hold on, can you see?
106.
106.
It's an ST and it has the poor people chime.
Yeah, you gonna give a little volume?
I hear turbo. That's
The
good.
turbo is obnoxiously loud.
Is the exhaust hooked up to it too?
This is just downpipe in this video.
Okay.
But if you
Sync
notice,
3.
no check engine light.
That's a win.
First start, everything just worked. I'm like,
Yeah,
are
that's
you
pretty
fucking
nice.
kidding me?
Pretty
so-
good. What is that little red thing on the dash?
That's the mount for the access port.
Ah,
for the Comet,
gotcha.
for
Yep,
my
yep.
tuner.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So first startup, it actually started like good.
Mm-hmm.
We turned the fuel. We pulled the fuel pump relay and cranked it
Oh yeah.
just to push some water, to push some oil, just kind of get everything
yeah.
lubed back up from being
Yep,
completely
yep.
drained.
Yeah.
Put the fuel pump relay back in, and probably Gave it a couple of key cycles without crank.
Yeah.
To kind of prime it all up.
Yeah.
Did like 2 crank cycles, and then heard it like pop at the end of the second one.
Oh yeah.
Put it, and then just cranked it on the third time. It fired right up.
Yeah. I'll say that video sounded really good.
That was the first time it had ever fired.
That sounded like an
Wow.
actual like just a regular startup, which is
Yeah.
fucking perfect.
which is ideal.
yeah. And this is when it's warm.
This is a little bit later.
I don't know if it was gonna be like a fucking. Well, I guess you can't rev bomb it, but
Well, you'd be surprised, but this is kind of just an overview of the whole thing.
Damn, that turbo sounds good.
It's like in person, I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna sound like a small hatchback. Like, I am shocked how loud and good it actually sounds.
fuck yeah.
Like, it sounds like a big turbo street car,
Yeah.
and it kind of is a big turbo street car.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear the turbo just at idle, just making noise.
Doing things.
That's the
and
stock
such.
turbo?
No, that's the big turbo.
Yeah, that's
oh,
his. Yeah.
okay.
But it sounds like a little tractor.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
So that would have been, this was Tuesday night.
Okay.
We got it to there. I believe this is still Tuesday.
Okay.
But you got, when you build something, you got to kind of see how it sounds, right?
Ooh. That's exactly what you
Ooh.
want.
There's some turbo flutter on the way down. Like, it sounds pretty good.
All
exactly what you want.
right.
So that was huge.
Clutch wasn't all misaligned and all fucked up, and everything's good there. I mean, granted, you haven't driven it yet.
Up on the stands,
Yeah.
we put it in first, let the clutch, it spun forward, put it in reverse, let the clutch out, it spun backwards.
There you go. No crazy noises.
Right.
It felt like a clutch.
Yeah, because
and
this is completely untested.
everything is brand new. So it's
Yeah.
like, we let it run.
Well, everything's new, and you also haven't ever driven it. So even the trans could just be fucking grenaded. You
Exactly.
don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So we went through all 6 gears, kind of felt to make sure they all spun the wheels. Definitely a stock open diff, nothing cool hiding in there, unfortunately. But
Fair. Okay.
so
But it will.
that was up on jack stands. We let it run for, I don't know, probably 10 minutes or so of just like, let's let it get warm. Let it do all the things. Coolant temp got up to 185. Like, everything seemed to be going good. Oil looked good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big wins.
All right.
Got it all put back. Got the wheels
You
put back
drove
on.
it out.
We put it in gear and rolled it out of the shop.
Oh,
It
hell yeah.
drove itself out. The clutch feels really nice, for
Nice.
being, the fly. Like, it
Still
is-
Wednesday? This
This
Wednesday?
was Wednesday now.
Gotcha.
So Wednesday we got the car on the ground and cleaned up the shop.
Yeah, fair.
But of course, got to hear how it sounds.
Well,
so this
yeah.
is the full exhaust is on it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That I got for like half the price of any other exhaust. So I'm like, it's probably shit.
No, that sounds pretty good.
That's not bad.
Hold on.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, oh, I might just rev it once or twice. Well,
Yeah.
limiter
It's Michael.
bounce it.
Yeah, I'll say it's
Yeah.
Michael. He wants it.
So of course, it's
but it
like-
looked black, and that's a good like out of the exhaust, and
it's
that's a
rich.
good indicator
For
yeah.
being untuned, being rich is awesome.
Yep.
So originally we started it on the tune that it had before.
Yes.
For the slightly bigger turbo and for all the intercooler and stuff, and it ran really good.
yeah.
But then I had to uninstall the access port, take all the tunes off of it to get it retuned.
Yeah.
So now it's on the stock like Fiesta ST tune.
Yeah.
And it's a little, you can feel it shaky a little bit. And when you rev it, it gets a little confused. You know, it's kind of
I
sad,
gotcha.
but
So what are you waiting on now?
so now I'm waiting on the tune.
Okay.
Here's it in its current state,
Hell yeah.
all reassembled.
It
Unbelievable amount of dust.
Yeah.
Everything is filthy.
We also
on
got
it.
rained on.
It got rained on the day I brought it home.
Yep.
And then sat and got dusty in the shop the entire time since then.
So there was a month.
We're almost exactly 2 months.
Oh, okay.
So I brought it
Man.
home July 8th,
Gotcha.
and the 8th will be in 3 days from now.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 months exactly from pull it into the garage, figure out all the things, wait
you
for
need to get that A-pillar sticker off.
it's coming. Well, we already started taking the other ones off.
Okay, fair. Yeah, because Fiesta is awfully gay.
We're all like, what does it even mean?
It's supposed to be like, well, no, I guess Miata is the answer. I don't
Miata
even
is
know.
always the answer.
Yeah,
I don't
that-
know. Like, it doesn't
No,
really make any
I don't like
real
it.
sense on what it's doing
But
there.
yeah, it looks sick other than that.
Yeah, like this side where you can't see it, like the little Cobb sticker can stay.
Perfect,
That's
yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like
Yep,
there's stickers on
classy.
the back that
Yeah,
look
yeah, yeah.
decent, but the
Fuck
front
yeah.
just like black,
Yeah.
black with a little splitter. And this one, I don't know, might keep, might get rid of. Haven't decided.
Powered
yet.
by EcoBoost.
Powered by EcoBoost. Like,
Eh.
yeah, you'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Literally every fucking Ford has one. Like,
Yeah, no for any more. Like this is a stock escape motor.
Yeah.
like there's nothing done to the motor. I'm like.
Yeah.
We're like playing with it and this and that. I'm like, can you imagine a Ford Escape pulls up to the fucking pickup line at kindergarten? Just like sounding exactly like this because it's the same motor.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So we're just waiting on the tune now. I sent it in Tuesday night. They
Sent what in? The access
the
port?
access port
the actual
numbers and
handheld
stuff.
tuner?
So you send them all the stuff that's done to the car.
Yeah.
Of course, they just give you like a box to type all that out in. And it's like, I don't know what all they need, so I type like a half a dozen things. And
Yeah.
of course, they're like, what about this, this, and this? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, they're asking me questions about stuff I didn't buy.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, what blow-off valve? I'm like, it's an HKS that mounts to the intercooler to piping.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not factory. Factory's like backed by the turbo and this
Yeah,
and that.
yeah.
It's like, I don't know exactly the part numbers on this stuff because I didn't buy it. So
Yeah.
like,
Did they kind of have an idea, or
haven't heard
just-
back from them yet, but
okay.
that might have been all they needed to know.
Okay,
Because there's only like one HKS kit for these
okay.
cars.
Okay.
So it's like, it's got this one. Like, what brand downpipe? I'm like, I don't know. I know it's a high flow cat and it looks like this one. I don't know if it's that or not.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
hopefully tomorrow that'll show up and I can load it up and do some light test drives.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
And then you got 500 boring miles to drive.
500. Well, it'll be like drive it a little bit and send the tune back in. Then drive it a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
and send the tune back in. You know?
Right.
They'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, can you do a wide open pull in third to about 120? I'll be like, I guess.
I suppose. Yeah.
if I have to, but
Right.
yeah. So that's almost 2 months from the day it got bought to done, which I'd say is pretty good.
Yeah.
all things
no,
for
absolutely.
like not grinding on it and doing anything.
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Right.
That's
You
pretty
weren't out
good.
there when it was ignorant hot out. So,
Yeah, took days off. Didn't like every
Yeah.
weekend, every day. Like,
Well, hey, that took 2 months, and I'm at 4 for the F-150, and I've had a lot more headaches with that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling better about it now.
Yeah.
now that we put it in that.
yeah, you weren't waiting on parts from Germany and the UK and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
but yeah, it's like my little 1.6 that fully dressed with the transmission on it supposedly weighs 370 pounds.
Fuck you.
Where your
Oh my
engine weighs like what,
God.
450?
Oh,
Like,
at
it's
least. I bet.
so
yeah.
heavy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how light it is. Like your transmission takes more oil than my entire my coolant
Oh,
capacity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It takes like 1.5 gallons of coolant. It's so little. But yeah, big progress on that. So
Awesome.
hopefully I can drive it. Hopefully I can get the tune tomorrow, but we'll see.
Yeah, that'd
They
be
said
awesome.
1 to 3 days, and it's been 2 now, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It'd be cool to get it before, like,
it'd be nice to drive it like
Friday and Saturday. You can fucking drive it around before rallies.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
seriously.
nice.
Fuck around with it. Yeah. That'd
so.
be cool.
That's why I opted out of the drive-in movie date.
Fair.
So I'm like,
Oh,
at the very least,
that's fine.
I still need to put all the clips in the bottom of the bumper.
Yeah.
Because we kind of
Oh,
like got it on there, and it's like it's dark. Like we need to put it up on ramps, but it doesn't drive up ramps.
I
because-
wouldn't drive that through the drive-in either.
Oh no, God no, not
Yeah.
that quick. It's
yeah.
gonna,
No, grass is way too hilly. I think your car might be too low.
like it's
Fair.
low. It's
Yeah.
not like
I would.
you
I
could-
just
you could-
wouldn't risk
it's-
it.
You
with
could
that.
drive around and then back up it. I would definitely
Yeah.
not drive over it.
rip
But
the
yeah.
splitter right off the front.
No.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Too nice of a
absolutely.
car. I would not risk it personally.
it's
but-
Yeah.
it's rougher than it looks in some
Yeah.
spots. There's some scratches on it and stuff. But I
Yeah.
got touch-up paints. I'll just start marking
Yeah,
it
fucking,
in.
I got a Sharpie.
Easy.
Speaking of marking up and paint and stuff, the roof is finally going to get wrapped
Oh, okay.
because around the antenna on the top of it, I don't have a picture of it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Around the antenna was like starting to get like kind of bubbly rust. So the guy sanded it and sprayed it with matte black paint instead of gloss black paint for some reason.
Love that.
So there's a big like spot of matte gray,
Mhm.
which looks bad.
Mhm.
So I can't put the antenna in yet because I need to do something with that. So I ordered
Yeah.
some black vinyl to do the roof with
Why not like carbon fiber?
because carbon fiber's played out at this point.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
like you're this far.
I know, but I thought about it, but I'm like, if it was like 5 years ago, like maybe.
Yeah.
But it's like
Fair.
probably every person with a Fiesta buys a carbon fiber wrap for the roof.
Fair.
And like, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if your gloss black wrap doesn't match your gloss black?
It's
paint?
on the hood. It's completely separate, or it's on the roof. It's not touching anywhere.
Fair.
I was
I'll
gonna,
notice it.
well, you're gonna notice it because you're gonna help do it.
Fair. Oh yeah, I
But-
guess I do have all the shit, huh?
Well, yeah, but I ordered some knifeless tape and stuff to do it with.
Okay.
And it's only a little bit bigger than the roof, so it shouldn't be like crazy. But
Gotcha.
we got one chance. Don't
Fair.
fuck it
What
up.
is it? $60 a material?
Like 45 or
Okay,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
That's not bad at all. Did you get 3M or Avery Dennison?
Vivid.
Vivid, yeah,
Okay.
that's a decent one.
The other, there's like 3 brands. That
yeah,
you
it's
can buy
about
that
the
are-
yeah. That's the
I didn't buy like DIY Auto for You wrap. Like,
damn.
it's like they
Yeah,
were
no, it's
clearly just
fair.
photoshopped a picture
Yeah.
onto their wrap surface. Like that ain't right. But
I'll say I still have some adhesive promoter. Do you want to put that like on the front edge maybe or the
maybe like on the front, like around the antenna or something. Well, the antenna's gonna hold it down.
Yeah, the antenna will be
yeah.
fine. But yeah, like the front edge by the windshield, I guess,
Yeah,
and
we-
then over by like down. You can do down your just basically you just dab it on the car, and then you wrap
It just
to
gives
it
it
or whatever.
something to
Yeah.
tighten up against. Yeah,
Yeah.
We could probably put a little bit on there to help it
Okay.
stick.
Yeah, I'd probably say like put the knifeless tape down and then like dab that and then set the sheet
Put
on.
it
and
just
then,
on the edge of that or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ordered that. It'll be here like next week sometime. So
Nice.
so for right now, there's just still masking tape over that hole,
Yeah.
and the car thinks it's in Wisconsin still, which is kind of funny
For the GPS.
because the GPS
Oh.
runs through the antenna.
yeah.
The antenna's
Oh.
not there, so it's like you're in Apple, Wisconsin, or whatever. And I'm like, no. I'm like, let me
Fair
turn on the
enough.
radio. Oh, doesn't work.
Oh well.
But yeah, no, all the one thing is it's got all LED lights other than like one of the like the daytime light or whatever. These fog lights are fucking retarded. Like they're a 4-pod LED like
Oh, yeah, I
like
see
an
that.
off-road design style like rally light. They're stupid bright.
But it's like 6 inches off the ground, so
yeah.
ideally you shouldn't be blinding other people, which is
Right.
nice.
But it's like I'm about to like
So-
turn off Bambi mode so I don't blind people with my fogs. And it dings at literally everything you do, which is really annoying.
Fair.
So, but yeah, it's pretty much done.
What you can do without the antenna, if it's built the same as my Fusion XM radio. In my Fusion, the antenna
I
for
don't think it has XM. I don't think
What?
I'm trying to
If you got maps, you have to have XM.
I don't know. I didn't look at the inputs. It probably does.
Crazy.
If not, I could enable it. But if I don't have the antenna for it, then I don't have the antenna for
The
it.
antenna for my XM, it's in my rear defroster.
I'll have to look. I don't. Well, I guess I probably wouldn't see it anyway. But I don't have an XM thing anyway. I'm not going to pay for it.
Fair.
I'll just Bluetooth to it.
Oh yeah, that works.
You know, because that'll
Yeah.
still work. But
True.
Yeah.
big if true.
Speaking of the brep stew sounds,
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking of putting a
Big turbo.
blow off valve
Oh.
on my Fusion.
Big turbo on your Fusion? I'm in. Let's do
Yeah.
it. No.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Just
Until
for-
you like go to sell it and you're like, why does it make all that noise?
Well,
You're like,
yeah.
I can explain.
Yeah, I have to figure out what I'm really gonna do with it, if I really am gonna sell it or not.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, so you can just wait. You can save that $40 for literally
Yeah.
any other thing.
I think realistically, I'll probably be better off with a bike first,
yeah. Has something
because
you
I'm gonna buy the Miata and I'm probably barely gonna.
Yeah, once you get a bike, you can spend $40 a lot of times, and they're actually like decent
Yeah.
changes. Like,
That's
oh,
true.
LED headlight bulb, fucking
Yeah.
$60.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah, little
you know.
stuff that's like life changing
Yeah.
on a
Oh,
bike.
set of mufflers is $200.
Right,
Fucking
yeah.
this, that, whatever.
Realistically, I should probably just buy a bike.
That'd be
Fair
like
enough.
the Miata's like a middle, like it's a fun car,
Right.
but a bike is completely different.
Yeah.
and you still
Right.
have a car.
Yeah. Because I mean, even if I get the Miata, Kaitlyn's car will just be the go-to then.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have. It's nice to have more.
Which is
than
also
one.
like a
yeah.
2018,
2019.
2019
with 5 more
Hyundai
years of warranty.
with
Yeah.
with also like 30,000 mile, 50,000 mile. Like,
It's
not a lot.
My car's actually starting to catch up with hers. Her car has
Okay.
46. Mine.
Oh
just,
God forbid.
Yeah, 'cause
Mine
one
just
of you
rolled
drives.
44.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I guess I beat you with the Cobra, but still.
she's heavily debating getting her Outback that she really wants.
A
Fair enough.
1997.
I wish. I told her we have an Outback Wilderness already, and we sold it to
No.
Marcus.
No. No.
Yeah, a 2-inch lift kit on a fucking 98
Okay,
Outback.
but Marcus's
Okay, but hear me out.
doesn't have a CVT. The new
Correct.
ones have
Do.
a CVT.
Poopy.
This is true.
Yeah.
Buy a
So-
Fiesta.
The conclusion:
Buy
Marcus's
the old
Wilderness is better.
Yeah.
Well, that is. Fuck yeah, he's on to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's spitting facts.
That is how you-
For
unfortunately.
towing, I would trust it way more.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how you judge
definitely.
Subarus. Does it have the CVT? Junk.
So anything after like 2018.
Correct.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
immediately throw it away. Unless
Yeah,
it's
I
a manual.
was wondering because
Well,
like
BRZ don't have CVT.
Not
Has a
yet it
standard
doesn't.
6-speed.
well, I was curious because the Crosstrek,
Yes.
Chloe's is rated for like 1,500 pounds towing,
which is
That's
basically
low.
basically
yeah,
nothing.
but it's a fucking CVT with a fucking whatever 2-liter whatever.
Fair.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hatchback or it's a crossover thing.
Yeah, it's a midget one, but I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but it's still the same CVT that's in the Outback and Outback Wilderness, which has a 3 or 3,500 pound.
35, yeah.
It might that might be spring related. Just 'cause,
yeah,
like,
but
it's probably way
I
softer.
guess. I don't
And
know.
it's a little bit shorter, so you have too much leverage.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
I was
thing.
like, I just from driving Chloe's car, I'm still like,
You're like, I don't want to really
I don't really want. Like, I would pull my little 5x8 with like a 4-wheeler on it. That'd be about
That'd probably be the
1,000 pounds.
But you would also do that
Yeah.
with like your Crown Vic, which is
that was
It would-
overkill.
yeah, it would love
fuck me.
that.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
same time, though, my second-gen Explorer was rated for 6,800. I would
Somehow.
never tow anything more than probably fucking 3 on it.
When it was new, I would.
I've seen
maybe.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
people tow some stuff with that would blow your mind.
Yeah.
There was a guy, well, when I went to buy the Fiesta, there was a guy in a Mountaineer towing like a good sized tractor with it. Like not like a
Christ.
small yard tractor, like a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
probably like 6,000 pound tractor.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm like, he's gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get away from this dude.
they already have a fucking high rollover risk.
yeah, no shit. Probably on the fucking Goodyears that explode or whatever, or Firestones.
Firestones. Yeah. The Goodyears they put on there were pretty good.
Yeah. The Fires-
My mom got a good 110,000 miles on those Goodyear Wranglers
That's
that it came
nuts.
with. Yeah.
Then you started driving, and you're like, skirt. You're like, oh,
I-
they're gone.
what did I buy?
Whoopsies.
No, I bought Goodyear radials.
Yeah, probably radial
Yeah.
HTs or whatever. Some
Yeah, no, I never had to buy another set then.
yeah,
Yeah, they're fucking solid,
good ass tires.
honestly.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, my Michelin's on my Fusion. Your car's got 43,000. You already got to replace them.
You gotta throw them
Like,
away.
Cool.
Cool.
Not
Yeah.
fucking buy a Michelin again.
But you always buy the Michelins. That's the.
Not any fucking more. I'm not.
if you want sport tires, you buy Michelin.
I say,
well,
if you
sport
want
tires.
if
Sure.
you want good tires, you buy Michelin, whether they're highway or not.
Yeah,
You-
they were really good for those 40,000
yeah.
miles. Though.
They did well.
Not-
I'm sure.
really?
Well, okay.
No, brand new. They suck shit in the snow.
Yeah, well,
Fair.
yeah. They're probably got good gas mileage though. If you went to like a aggressive-ish tire, it'd probably drop that a little bit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
A little bit.
I average like 35 to the gallon.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Be all right.
All right.
Do we have anything else that we want to get covered this week, or are we pretty well wrapped up?
I think we're.
Yeah,
think we're
no, we're
good.
gonna be rallying here soon.
Rally-
Yours is fuck. I saw it still in the trailer.
I
just-
unloaded it off the trailer.
Oh, God
I
forbid.
unloaded off the trailer and cut
Oh.
the sway bar finally.
Oh, okay. you did do
Hey,
that. Gotcha,
all right.
gotcha.
I don't know what it's made out of. I guess some sort of spring steel.
Okay.
took a
Unbelievably
while.
hard. Unbelievably hard.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll just sawzall it. Like, I'll take my time, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
wiped the teeth off a sawzall blade immediately. Just all of them. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no. I'm like, all right, cut off
Jesus.
wheel. I get like halfway through it and run out of like distance. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. So you're like, all right, cool. Now I get to burn 2 more discs up by reaching it.
yeah. Couldn't get it all the way through it with a cutoff because I cut it pretty far back, so it was away from everything.
Yeah.
Because it was clattering on the A arm and getting
Mhm.
and like rubbing on the CV axle. So I'm like, I got to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
So got halfway through it with a cutoff wheel. I'm like, okay, sawzall time. I'm like, fresh
That's it.
blade, wipe the teeth off it. I'm like, last blade. I'm like, I'm gonna go really careful. I did get through it with the last blade. But
Yeah.
it's just like I'm like half speed, like letting it cut each pass so it doesn't wipe it. And
Yup.
just like clean the teeth off it immediately. I'm like, God damn it!
Fuck.
Changed my air filter.
Oh.
It was dirty as fuck.
Ah.
There was like an
fair.
inch of dust in the bottom of the box.
Ah,
So, like,
yeah.
vacuumed all that shit out, and now
Nice.
we're good to go.
Nice.
Good to get my ass.
I vacuumed
whooped.
the interior of the Subaru. That was kind of it's a lot nicer. I'll tell you that.
It's amazing how much dust gets in. Even if
It
your windows
wasn't
are,
even dust. It was
cracked.
like hair and crumbs, and like I haven't cleaned it up in a year probably at
Gross.
least. So, but yeah, I gotta empty the Subaru out, like get the spare tire, all that stuff out. Pack up the camper with all the camping supplies and shit.
cool.
Pretty much gonna be
Awesome.
my tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go out and mow out at the property and then bring it back and mow at the house, and that's pretty much it.
Sweet.
Great.
Well, on that note, I guess let's end this thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.